Taurus.
Hey Taurus, Happy New Year, and we're looking at your January forecast, and it's going to be a busy time for you. A lot of you are going to be seeing that you're going to be passing through, wanting to study, wanting to research, wanting to renew, reaching for this more, what should I say, feeling of, I won't say the unseen energies, but yes, you're normally so grounded, down to earth, and so practical. But a lot of you will notice how you're going to start intuiting things, opening up and listening more to your higher selves, your inner voice, that spiritual self wanting to come through. There's been changes for you happening here just recently over the last half a year. And it might be a little upsetting to you because you really like to have hands-on control and security, material security, and some of you might be feeling that this is like suddenly up in the air, but all for a reason. The thing is, you're being tested somewhat also. It's a little bit of a struggle. I want to start out with your Saturn. Saturn is opposing your sign, and having it directly to your sign is different, because then Saturn, that karmic energy, is more by your choice. When Saturn comes in your opposite sign, it's more the external forces. It could be spouses, it could be your partners, it could be co-workers, it could be bosses, it could be anybody externally there imposing some restrictions on you. And that may be a little difficult and complicated, and I see a little stress going on there, but you can do it because you are practical. It's all about trusting yourself and knowing that this is for your higher good in the long run, as you're stripping away, peeling away the past. Some of you may be experiencing going through relationship problems or marital problems, because Saturn is passing through your 7th house of partnership. Now, partnership could be a marriage. It could also be co-workers. It could be within your business. So wherever you're partnering up, you'll see that there's going to be extra restrictions placed on you, more burdens, more responsibility, and that can leave you feeling a little fatigued and drained. So, but that is Saturn, and I think you all know what I'm talking about because it's already been affecting you. But let's look at the bright side. Where's this going? That's what we want to look at. It's a time for you to really start reaching for the stars. How can I else say that? You're going to have a lot of planets now in January in your 9th house for higher education. It's what you believe. It's a time to trust. It's a time to connect, or should I say reconnect, if you've lost your path spiritually in the past because you've been so busy in the material world, or this physical world. It's really a time for you to reconnect with spirit. That's the 9th house. It rules spirituality, religion, higher understanding how karma works, that there is a reason for you going through this balancing testing that you are going through on the personal level as well as your partnership level. You'll find that you're going to be transforming a lot over these next few years. That's Pluto creating the new you. But before you can get into that new you, it's going to be stripping away. Once again, like Saturn stripping away there for you, Pluto will do the same. And if you can be awake and alert and spiritual enough to recognize it, let me tell you though, this journey can be very magical for you. It will allow you to see that there's higher dimensions other than just the normal 5 senses that you will normally navigate by. Okay, you like everything that you can touch, see, hear, taste, and smell. Okay, that's what you rule. That's your domain. That's the Taurian way. And of course, material security is very important to a lot of you. You might see that being challenged, and if our monetary values are being challenged, what are we left with? Well, hello, we have a vast universe. Cosmos is full of beautiful values, not material, they're immaterial, they're spiritual. It's the essence and the substance we've made of. So I think that some of you will definitely be able to tune in and embrace it right away. Some of you might be resisting and struggling and trying to move it back into the past, what you were secure and comfortable with. But let me just tell you, the more you resist it, the more it's going to persist. You might as well just learn right off the bat how to let go and let God. Uranus is going to be helping you in this sense, because Uranus has moved into your 12th house recently, and the 12th house is your subconsciousness. It's what works down under here, and it's all about change. It's all about tweaking those very rigid forms. And if you resist, what is Uranus going to do? It's going to set you up for unexpected events where things are suddenly just going to pop, and it will be in shocking ways. The more tight you're holding on to things, the more, I won't say accidents, but circumstances of life will suddenly throw you off that cliff and say, hey, now what are you going to do? You know, so instead of it happening to you, you have the choice to create those changes. And when you take the power of knowing you have a choice, you will be stronger. You'll be able to bring forward and manifest those energies, which will free you and get you over onto that new path. So Taurians, be brave, have faith, this huge leap of faith. And with all of these planets now in your 9th house, it's helping you, in fact, to open up those channels to the higher self and start doing research about all these different avenues of spirituality that can become your very, very best friend. Now let's look at a couple of dates coming up for the month. It's going to be a busy month in many respects. We have on the 3rd and 4th, we have Mars trine Jupiter coming in, which is going to be a very busy time for you, where you can put forth your energy and expand. That Jupiter for you is, excuse me, let me just find it here. That Jupiter for you is in the 2nd house, so you can see something financial for you is going to be activated there, probably securing something. And then we have Mercury and Pluto on the 6th. Good time for any paper signing or creating new agreements, powerful agreements. Good day to have meetings and make a push through, for example. The 7th will make you feel probably a little tired, a little exhausted, just because the first part of the month, that first week of the month, has been very, very busy for you. So rest up a little bit, because you're going to really need the energy, because all of January is going to be pretty much going to be busy for you. Now the 9th and 10th is good for socializing and love and romance. So if you can take some time out and go do something fun or inspirational, that's the day to do it. Also finding new love. We have the new moon on the 11th, which is for you going to also be in that 9th house. So any studies that you're going to start, if there's any travels coming up, that's a wonderful time to travel, meet people in foreign places. It's also a good start for you, since it's in Capricorn, to push through on your goals. So that will be of good help there for you. On the 16th, Venus and Pluto, they meet and they do the dance. It's money, it's finances. It could be big money as well, since Venus rules money, and this will happen to be in your 9th house. Could be lawsuits, okay? So if you're having any lawsuits, the 16th there and the 17th may be pushing to have to agree on some kind of an agreement. It could be settlements or child support or any other legal actions here. I would say just stay focused and hang on to what you know to be right and true for you, and you can find support, even though it might be a little shaky in the days leading up to it. I'm seeing that you're going to be in a good place there. And then towards the end of the month, you have a beautiful day on the 25th. It's a Jupiter day for you, for expansion and fun and joy and adventure. Go do something to just relax and come back to self after this busy month. So have a good January, and until the next time, I'll see you then.